Hey everyone, and welcome. Whether you've lived here for decades or you're just looking to get a little more plugged into the neighborhood, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're diving into this explainer of Hastings Now's latest Local 10 listicle. We are covering all the essentials: National Night Out, fall signups, and a bunch of other crucial Hastings updates. This isn't just a random list of facts, by the way. It's a completely factual, actionable roadmap for your week, curated specifically for local residents. So, let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to follow a really simple roadmap today, starting with today in Hastings, then moving into family and education updates for some fall planning, and we'll wrap the whole thing up with a few local business quick hits. Section 1, Today in Hastings. Let's look at the immediate updates. Now, to properly plan your day, we really have to start with the weather, right? Today kicks off with a 30% chance of morning showers before 7 a.m., but don't let that keep you inside. It's making way for partly sunny skies and a wonderfully cooler high of 76 degrees. And as we move into Tuesday night, expect partly cloudy conditions with a low near 55. So why does that matter? Because that cool, comfortable 55-degree evening, it sets up absolutely perfect conditions for our first big community event today. And here is that event. The City of Hastings is hosting National Night Out tonight, Tuesday, August 4th, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. over at Lions Park. That's at 104 5th Street West, for those wondering. This is a completely free community gathering, totally open to the public. We're talking bounce houses for the kids, public safety vehicles they can explore, a bunch of community booths, and of course, a hot dog dinner. Seriously, this is the most time-sensitive, actionable item we've got today. So if you're still figuring out your Tuesday evening plans, Lions Park is the place to be. Now, if you're the kind of person who likes to keep tabs on local government, but, just couldn't make Monday's city council meeting, you are in luck. The recording from the August 3rd meeting is officially up on Hastings Community Television. You can catch up on key topics like the Pleasant Valley Farms environmental assessment, the proposed park dedication method for that development, and an update on PFAS. Actually, quick caveat here. These agenda items just tell you what they discussed. They don't give you the final votes or outcomes. So to get the actual decisions, you'll definitely want to watch that official recording. It's just a fantastic way to stay engaged on your own schedule. Section 2, Family and Education Updates. Time for some fall planning. So, the crucial point is this. Hastings Family Service is registering qualifying families for free school supplies right now. If you live within ISD 200, or if you have students attending an ISD 200 school, this program is literally for you. But you do have to take action. Parents and guardians need to call Hastings Family Service during their regular hours to register. Doing that secures your pickup appointment for the week of August 17th through the 21st. Honestly, don't wait until the last minute on this one. Registration is ongoing, so just make the call and check a massive item off your back-to-school list. Sticking with the education theme, Hastings Community Education's ECFE, that's Early Childhood Family Education, is officially opening its doors for the fall. They're taking registrations right now for September programming. What's really wonderful about ECFE is how inclusive it is. It welcomes all types of caregivers raising young children, parents, grandparents, foster parents, you name it. Because things like eligible ages, schedules, fees, and availability vary so widely depending on the specific program, you'll want to head directly to the official ECFE page to check out the options and get registered. And hey, for anyone looking to be on the other side of the classroom, there's a really exciting local job opportunity right now. Little Beginnings Learning Center is actively looking for a lead teacher for their faith-based, nature-oriented early childhood program right here in town. So if you're an educator looking for a new home base this fall, make sure you track down their specific hiring announcement. It has all the instructions you need to submit your resume directly to them. Section 3, Local Business Quick Hits, Retail and Lifestyle Updates. And this brilliantly illustrates the kind of quirky, fun, local micro-events that make Hastings so unique. Emily's Pop-Up Bakery is back, but there is a very strict and totally necessary sequence if you want to grab these treats. Step 1, you literally just have to wait for the new reservation post late Thursday morning, August 6th. Don't try to reserve before then, it won't work. Step 2, once it's live, reserve your pastries. They've got almond horseshoes and apple crispies for $5 each with a strict 4-item limit. Step 3, pick up your order Friday, August 7th at 10 a.m. and bring cash. There are only about 180 pastries expected to be available, so following these exact steps is your only path to pastry success. Now, if your fall planning involves packing boxes and changing your address, pay attention to this one. Lake Isabel Flats is advertising a couple of different apartment layouts for the early fall. The Rapids layout, which is a 2-bed, 2-bath unit, is looking at early September availability. Meanwhile, the Headwaters layout, also 2 beds and 2 baths, is advertised for early November. Quick tip for prospective renters, you absolutely should contact the property directly. Things like rent, deposits, lease terms, and exact dates fluctuate, so you always want the most current info straight from the source. In downtown retail news, Beloved Bridal just announced a pretty major expansion. They're taking over the former Beloved boutique space on the first floor, which is going to create this massive 2-floor bridal store right in the heart of downtown Hastings. Now, we don't have an official completion or opening date yet for that expanded first floor, so we can't quite call it finished, but the business did confirm that appointments and regular operations are continuing right through the construction process, which is great news. Next up is just a wonderful, effortless way to support local arts while you're literally just buying groceries. Spiral Food Co-op shows Black Dirt Theater as its August roundup at the Register partner. It is so simple. When you're shopping in store this August, just ask the cashier to round your total up to the nearest dollar. Or, you can contribute a larger amount right there at checkout. It's a seamless opportunity to support local theater without going out of your way. Let's move to the calendar and see how this builds our complete schedule for the week. It really lines up beautifully. Tonight, August 4th, we've got National Night Out at Lions Park. Then, Thursday evening, August 6th, the Caffeinated Rooster food truck is dropping by the Free Music Plus Market event at Levy Park from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Friday morning, August 7th, is your Emily's Bakery pickup. And then looking ahead to next week, August 17th through the 21st, is the Hastings Family Service School Supply pickup. Laying it out like this just makes it so easy to see how you can plug into the community over the next few days. Now, what's really interesting about this is the editorial philosophy behind everything we just covered. Hastings now actually selects these local 10 items based on 5 very strict criteria: usefulness, timing, local relevance, source diversity, and public value. I want to assure you, getting on this list isn't guaranteed. And more importantly, it is absolutely not paid placement. This content is curated purely for your benefit to make sure you're getting the most factual, useful information without any of the usual outside noise. And that brings us to the end of our explainer today. But the flow of information definitely doesn't stop here. If you're a local business, an organization, or just a resident with a useful update or a clarification, you are totally empowered to submit it directly through Local Pigeon. Hastings now remains the publisher and reviews everything, but they actively want to hear from you. So I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on today. What is the one local update or piece of knowledge that you're keeping to yourself right now that could truly benefit your entire neighborhood? Think about it, submit it, and stay engaged. Thanks so much for learning with me today.